First tournament 2015 is a Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, and the other one I've done a couple of times before. That's from the 4th to the 7th of March. Following week, which is the 12th to the 14th, will be the Arnold Classic Australia. It's in Melbourne, so it's an inaugural tournament for Arnold in Australia. So all the amateur competitors are aiming to win that one, or at least to be in the top 10 in that one. I'm hoping to do alright. I think my chances are as good as any, probably better than many. But hoping to improve on my 8th place finish last year. So aim this is actually to get into the top 5. So first goal for the year, I've got 8 more after these 2, so I think I'm well on my way to doing that.
Alright, tell us about this workout you're doing.
Actually, supersetting some upper back and shoulders, so I've been working the latissimus dorsi a bit.
Most of your workouts done by yourself, more or less coached by yourself. Tell us about having to deal with self-coach and preparing for an international competition.
It's a disadvantage and an advantage in the sense that, well, I say self-coach, I mean, I was taught by a lot of different guys over the years. Even though most of my workouts are done on my own now, I think I've gained enough experience competing internationally to know what my routine should be like. But locally, I do have an assistant, Mr. Keith Samuel, who's currently outside one of my local coach now. He's been in the arena, he's competed at CAC level and so on. So he's here most nights helping me out. But obviously he's a working man and can't always be here, so just basically coming in the gym and doing what I know I'm supposed to do.
You also coach others, you're a coach as well, you have a gym. How is that helpful in light of your coaching yourself?
Me coaching other people now is just a bit of me giving back to the sport while I'm saying this. I mean,
in terms of you preparing, how is that helping being a coach?
I wouldn't say it's helping really. It takes away a lot from the coaching for my training time, but as the Bible said, it's more blessed to give than to receive. So, really helping people out. I have clients coming to the gym all the time. People who need my attention, you know. Even if I have to spend that extra 2 hours after I'm coaching people to train myself, then that's what it takes, you know. It's not easy as well. I've got kids in school, so I've got to help my kids with their homework and all that. So it's pretty busy life, and then I've got to work otherwise, you know. Try and maintain myself, keep my diet and all that.
Keeping a physique like this, preparing for competition, a cost is involved. Tell us about how you manage to first thing train and then the cost of competing at these international competitions.
It's an expensive lifestyle in some aspects. My food bill is horrendous. I'm talking just me, not my family, just for me. It's horrendous when the month comes, but then that saves me on doctor bill anyway. It's a bit challenging. Everything in this sport is a bit challenging. But if it's what you love doing, then I do it with a passion. And as I said before, you know, me helping people and advising people on diet, it would be a bit hypocritical of me to advise people to eat clean and then I'm eating rubbish. So I try and live what I preach. And I've seen results of people that have been training and putting on weight loss programs. I mean, this is my diet sheet on the board that I advise beginners to take people who are obese or overweight. I said I don't necessarily stick to that particular plan because my diet will be a little bit different. Yeah, all today I try and not to go more than 10 pounds over my competitive weight. So. But as I'm getting older, even 10 pounds is a little bit too much to stay over my competitive weight because it's harder to drop the weight as I'm getting older. You know, your body metabolic rate is slowing down. So, yeah, it's a bit challenging, it's a bit tough. It's alright. My funding in terms of my flight and hotel accommodation has been taken care of by the sporting division of Toledo University. They have footed the bill for that, which I'm very grateful. And the coach should be off. I mean, it's not everything I asked for, but you know, I'm grateful for whatever I get. So we're going to take whatever we've got, members from my gym have donated and so on, put that together, and you know, we should have enough to cover ourselves for the next few weeks. So it's going to be a long trip out. From Columbus, after the finals on Saturday night, I bought a plane on Sunday to Melbourne. As in Australia is almost like a day in front of us, so that's almost boarding the plane on Monday, Australian time, so I arrived in Australia, Melbourne on Tuesday. And the tournament, the weighing in is on the Thursday, so I've got a couple of days to acclimatize there, and then you're going to go in and do your weigh-in. And then you have the semi-finals, or quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals, depending on how many athletes are in your division. To know if they're going to do the elimination rounds, which is the toughest part of the battle. When you get a call for comparison shots among all the other athletes. Today, as we speak, I got the funding from the sports division to cover flight and hotel accommodation. So hopefully the House of Assembly will stick with me and keep assisting me, especially where my flight and accommodation is concerned. You know, the food part of it and the other traveling. You know, I've got to foot that bill. You know, and the coach, you know, forks out his own money most times. You know, so we've got to try and make that do.
Last one, come on back. Come on. Come on, here we go. Oh.
You're going to be fine-tuning or training in the US. Tell us about that final preparation and how important it is to the competition for you.
That is really critical. One of the reasons I go to the US usually about a week before the competition. I get a week free training with the US with a coach from IFBB Pro. I mean, those coaching sessions are usually quite expensive. I think the coach with a pro is about $1,200 US. But over the tournaments I've competed in, I've made quite good friends with pros. So this guy I met and became quite good friends has offered to train me, give me my final prep for free, following a couple of weeks before the competition. So it's just up to me to get there. His name is Jose Raymond. He's quite renowned IFBB pro. He was actually second in the 2-on-2 division of the Mr. Olympia last year. And he won me quite a few other pro shows. So I'm going to be having a couple of weeks free training with Jose Raymond. Should give me my final preparation, and that is invaluable training and stuff. So I can't pass up that opportunity.